Well, hello, I'm Rohan, and thank you for joining me. Well, today I want to talk to you about multi-effects pedal. And I want you to do me a favor. I want you to type in the comment section below what multi-effects pedal or pedals you use, if you use any at all. Now, unless you have been living under a rock or maybe in a cave, and you play guitar, you would have heard about NAM A2. That's Neural Amp Modular. And that's done by Steve Atkinson and Tone 3000. And it's causing quite the disruption. I was having a chat with Dean on this channel quite recently actually, not the other day, quite recently. And he mentioned it to me and I said to him, I was actually thinking about that. So I just want to talk about it with you briefly because it seems to be quite the disruptor. Now, what they are saying, or at least what Steve Atkinson is saying, he's billing this as the most accurate amp modular to date. So that's quite interesting. And what he's saying, he says incredible accurate sound, and the A2 beats Neural DSP, which is the quad cortex, which everybody is touting as the best thing since sliced bread. It beats IK Multimedia Tonex, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, quite a few of you who watches the channel actually uses that. And the Line 6 proxy. So the Fender Tone Master Pro is not on here, quite interestingly. The Axe-Fx is not on here. The Boss GT and GXs are not on here either. So that's quite interesting, the test that he did. Now, I don't know about you, but I am very, very interested in this. And not only that, they say it actually uses less DSP running these amp models. So, and apparently Anagram is already using it. So Anagram is the dark glass guitar pedal that came out recently, and I watched a video on the Studio Rat channel and they seem to think it's good. In fact, they claim that it ran about 12 instances they could use on this pedal right here, and the DSP was only 40. And when I listened to it, it sounded really, really good. And everybody who plays guitar, who I listen to, who seems to know about this, seems to think that it is very good. So that's very interesting. And Headrush is also using it as well. They have it in the Flex Prime, but you can only load one instance of it. And they've got it in the Prime and the Core as well. I think the beauty with this, with the Headrush, is that you get the expression pedals for the Prime and the Core. So that makes things a bit more versatile. And you've got similar features here, 3-foot switches and the expression pedal as well. So based on what I am hearing, Headrush may be looking to implement it a bit better. And if they do that, they are going to be the leaders. DSP notwithstanding. The thing with the Anagram, they have only 3-foot switches, so you're a little bit more limited. But I think what is working in their favor, the pedal itself is very small and portable, and the DSP is very, very powerful, and they are held in high regard. So that's what's working for them. But I think the Headrush for the money probably will be the winner if they try to implement it a little bit better. So yeah, so things are warming up. Now, if people like, I don't know, Quad Cortex, Axe-Fx, Line 6, Fender, Boss don't jump on this, I think they could find themselves behind in a major way. Because if you think about it, if a company who is just coming up implements the NAM A2, they're just making the hardware. They don't need a proprietary software. They just make the hardware, and then you can buy it at a fraction of the cost for a quad cortex, a Kemper, a Axifex, or a Helix. It's already a winner, game over. So either they jump on the bandwagon and implement it with what they already have, or they develop something new and put the NAM A2 in it, or they try to make their proprietary software the best it can be. But even then, I think they're going to lose, because if people are saying this kind of amp modeling is the best, if this amp modeling is the best, as they say, it's almost game over, in my opinion, because a company, and they've started already, who's just starting up, will just build the hardware, and they will literally implement the A2, NAM A2 in there, and sell it at a fraction of the cost. And guitarists are going to love it, yeah, because you guitarists are very cheap. So there we have it. So what they're saying then, you can read the story behind it, because it's right here on their website, the Tone 300 website. They're billing it as A2 is the most accurate amp modeler ever. That is what they're saying. And they're saying that A2 represents dynamics, gain structure, frequency behavior, and transient handling more faithfully than any modeler that has come before it. Now that's quite a large statement. Yeah. And based on their tests, this is what they're saying. And again, they test it against the quad cortex, and they test it against IK Multimedia Tonex and Line 6 proxy, the Line 6 proxy. So based on their test results, the amp modular accuracy test, it shows that A2 is by far the most accurate, it seems, in terms of its tone when compared to the real thing. And A1 is not far off, and NAM A2 Lite is a little bit lower, but it is still higher than the Neural DSP Quad Cortex, the Tonex, and the Line 6 proxy. Now, interestingly, Tonex and the Neural DSP seems to be in the same ballpark. So I think Tonex probably would be a better buy than the Quad Cortex. But anything that's running NAM seems to be far, far better than the Tonex, the Neural DSP, and the Line 6 and the others. So that's quite interesting. And if you come down a little bit further and you look at the blind test, so amp modeler blind listening test, you can see again, based on this box plot, that the NAM A2 full is performing better than all of them. Then you have the A1, and then you have the A2 Lite, then you got the Neural DSP. Then based on what people are saying, the Tonex is second to last, and the Line 6 is in dead last. So you need to let me know what you think about this. This is quite interesting, and it looks to me like it's going to be, if not already, very, very disruptive indeed. I think the way I see it, and this is my take on it, there are about 4 things that I look for if I'm going to purchase a multi-effects pedal. 1, is it easy to use? Because I don't want to be faffing about when I'm on stage playing. Is it easy to use? So something like this, to me, is very easy to use. You know, you just plug, touch a screen, and you're gone. It's not difficult to use because I've used it before. It's very easy to use. My GX1 is also very easy to use. Let me see if I can bring that up here. That's also very easy to use. So let's wait and see. So the GX1 that I have is this one right here, and it's very, very easy to use as well. You know, you just plug in, tweak it, touch button. It's not difficult at all to use. So my thing is, if companies can implement the A2, NAM A2, and make it easy to use for us guitar player, it's going to be a winner. And if what they're saying based on these results, that is that, because this NAM A2 seems to be twice as good as the Neural DSP. And don't forget, you know, that Neural DSP is not bad. People are saying that it's the creme de la creme, it's the cream of the crop. And look how, when they compare the test, how far the NAM A2 full is in comparison. So I think there's going to be problems in the market with this disruptive technology. It's going to come down to who implements it the best. That is, who makes it easy for a guitar player to use it, 1. 2, is there enough DSP there to run it? 3, we know it sounds good, so that's not an issue. 4, we know it has the dynamics under the finger, just like my Boss GX1, if not better. And 5, cost is going to determine what goes. I think if new companies, if they make cheap plasticky equipment, I could see guitarists who are gigging not looking at that. And if Boss, Neural DSP and the others are making professional grade equipment, then they might still be in business. But anyhow, any of these companies start to give you professional grade boxes with this in it at a fraction of the cost, the game is over. So I want you to tell me what you think. Give me your opinion on it. Go on the website. As you can see, the website is here, Tone 3000. Go on there, have a look, and let me know what you think about this, because this seems to me that it is going to be very, very, very disruptive indeed. It says A2 captures sound virtually indistinguishable. Let me highlight that for you. It says it right there, indistinguishable from the analog original. The bloom of the tube amp pushed into breakup, the sag of a fuzz pedal under a heavy chord, the snap of a transient through an analog compressor. A2 captures it all. That is quite a statement. I am very happy and I'm very worried as well. So this is the best and worst of times, it seems. Let me know what you think. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Become a member to support the channel, and big up all the members. Type in the comment section below and let me know what your take is on this, and also what other videos you'd like me to do in the future. All right, take care. Bye.